What an elder sees while sitting down, a child will not see it, even if he stands on an iroko tree. This age-old African proverb reflects on the value of wisdom and experience, and it also echoed painfully in this tragic story of Deka Abdinoor, a 26-year-old woman whose love blinded her to danger her parents sensed from miles away. Deka, a second-year student at Great Lakes University in Kisumu, Kenya, worked part-time in Nairobi to support herself through school. She was young, ambitious, and deeply in love with Hashim Dagani Mohammed, a man she believed was her future, but a man her family never trusted. They had their reasons though. Hashim was much older. He was 34, worked as a taxi driver with a questionable past. He had reportedly been married 3 times before, so I guess it's understandable that her parents felt uneasy about him. The red flags were clear to Deka's parents, but she didn't see them, or perhaps she didn't want to. When Hashim approached Deka's family for her hand in marriage, they refused twice. Their instincts told them that Hashim wasn't the right man for their daughter, but Deka couldn't let go. Despite their disapproval, she continued to see him in secret, meeting him at hotels and short-term rentals. Her friends also warned her, but love, blind and stubborn, made her ignore every caution. In late October 2024, things took a terrifying turn. October 21st, 2024 was the last day anyone saw Deka alive. She left her home in California Estate, Nairobi, to meet Hashim in Lavington. When Deka didn't return home, her family grew frantic. They reported her missing at the California police station on October 24th. Soon, strange messages arrived. In a voice note, Deka told her family that she had left the country, but didn't know where she was going. "I'm on a bus heading somewhere," she said, apologizing to her mother for not being able to care for her in her illness. Her voice trembled, but her words felt scripted, as though someone stood behind her forcing her to speak. At the same time, Hashim contacted his own relatives, claiming he'd been arrested and needed money. When asked about Deka, he simply said she migrated. But Deka hadn't migrated. She was already dead. October 31st, 2024. A discovery was made at the entrance of Langata Cemetery. Investigators found human bones, freshly boiled and carefully cleaned, wrapped in a black polythene bag. Alongside lay a supermarket receipt, which led detectives straight to the supermarket for further investigation. On the 29th of October, CCTV footage showed Deka buying a few items and tucking the receipt into her pocket. What she didn't know was that this innocent piece of paper would later help detectives piece together her final moments. Deka entered the short-stay apartment with Hashim. She never came out. 2 days later, Hashim attacked her in the apartment, then went to great lengths to erase her existence. Her body gruesomely boiled with chemicals and discarded like trash. The CCTV captured him leaving the apartment with 2 black polythene bags, apparently filled with her cooked remains. However, his efforts to cover up his crime ultimately failed. That receipt, that tiny piece of paper, became his undoing. The details on the receipt, store name, transaction time, and mobile number led detectives straight to Deka. Hashim Dagani was no ordinary man. He was a serial killer. He was already wanted for the brutal murders of 3 women from the same family. 8-year-old Waris Dahabo Dawood, her daughter 22-year-old Amina Abdul Rashid, and her niece 13-year-old Nusaiba Abdi Mohammed. Their bodies were scattered across different locations on October 22nd with visible signs of torture. Hashim was linked to their abduction. He was driving a Nissan Note, which police later recovered abandoned at Wakulima Market. On the 21st of October, Hashim picked up the mother Waris from her apartment. He later contacted her 22-year-old daughter Amina, claiming the mother needed assistance. The daughter, accompanied by her 13-year-old niece Nusaiba, agreed to meet him. Tragically, Hashim kidnapped all 3. Upon realizing his identity had been discovered, he killed them all. Further investigation into Hashim's past revealed he was a former regional police officer in Ethiopia, previously arrested and jailed for the murder of one of his 3 wives, before fleeing to Kenya illegally. With fake identification, he blended into Nairobi, working as a taxi driver and engaging in criminal activities. For years, he evaded detection until Deka's case exposed him. On 3rd of November 2024, the manhunt for Hashim ended in East Lane. After weeks of hide-and-seek, police cornered him. He had shaved his beard to avoid recognition, but it didn't work. When surrounded, he surrendered quietly. During interrogation, Hashim admitted to single-handedly killing Deka. He also confessed to his role in the Islay family murders, but claimed he was hired to carry them out. Hashim's violent trail of destruction stretched across borders, and authorities believe there may be even more victims. In the end, Deka's story is a sad one. Sometimes, love clouds our judgment, leaving us vulnerable to those who mean us harm. Her parents saw the danger from afar, but their warnings went unheard. Deka's family now claim there was no real relationship between her and Hashim, suggesting instead that he may have used black magic to manipulate her. While it's understandable why they might say this, especially given their Muslim beliefs, it raises further uncertainty about the nature of their connection. Could Deka really have been lured into meeting him that final time through manipulation, or was she simply deeply and blindly in love, as others suggest? The truth may never be fully known. Whatever the case though, no one deserves such cruel fate. But let this also be a warning. Listen to the quiet voices of caution. Sometimes they are trying to save your life. May the souls of the departed rest in peace, and we hope the family gets the justice they deserve. So what are your thoughts on this case? Please share your opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more stories that shed light on cases like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.